Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. I have to apologize for the last two videos. As I had mentioned, it was an hour and a half video, and because it was an hour and a half, I was able to split it into two, but the second one ended up an hour and 11 minutes, and I tried for the longest time to edit it, to cut it down, to speed up a certain section or eliminate it completely. And after hours of saving it after every edit, it ended up taking too long. I got so stressed and frustrated that I ended up just deleting everything and just posting it as is. So sorry for that hour and 11-minute video. I'll just have to watch my clock on my phone, the recording time, and just make sure I don't go past an hour. So anyways, you can always just jump around and just take the important bits and leave behind the monotonous parts. Unfortunately, you do lose some tips and tricks that I explain along the way, but I'll do better next time. All right, so this is the last video before Christmas. And then between Christmas and New Year's, I'll probably post just one. But anyways, so that'll make 120 videos for 2023. Now, next year, I'm hoping to hit 150 because I've got an extra month, because I didn't start doing videos till the end of January. So next year I'm hoping to hit 150 videos for the year. But anyways, I wanted to show you these guys. Now, I don't know if you remember all these tags I had. One of the tags was a folded one that was on my coat, and this was the tag. It was folded. I don't know if you can see right there. Oh, I can't see what I'm showing you. Oh, right there. You see how it goes over? It's one long piece that they folded. It had a hole here, and then it was attached to the jacket. Well, when I saw that it was folded, I'm like, wait a minute, that could be a little notepad. So that's what I made from it, a little notepad. So I put decorative paper on the two sides there and on the two sides here. I tried to pick papers that were complementary. Now, these papers are these little ones that I got from the dollar store. I wonder if any of them have their cover still, so I can show you what they look like. No, it doesn't look like it. I must have tossed out all the covers, because I don't see any covers. It would be a little thicker too. This one's a little thicker, but it's the backing. Oh no, it's just papers. Yeah, so these are the little... All right, I flipped over my mat. I don't know if you noticed. And because on the other side, I ended up with a hole. And this is just a black rubber topper on it. Underneath, it's actually green. And so because it wasn't, it kind of pulled the edges. It was rough, and it was right about here on my mat. So my hand was rubbing and it was annoying. So I could turn the mat. But anyways, I flipped it over, and this side is the metric side. So I have to pull out my ruler. And so this one is just shy of 4-inch. And then just shy of 4-inch. So it's probably classified as a 4x4. So I used these papers. These are also the ones when I run out of scraps, or I have too many the same, like I have a lot of green right now, I'll use these, and then I'll just cut them in 4s or in half or whatever, and I'll use these for scraps. Sometimes, not always. I prefer using my scraps whenever I can. Anyways, so I use those to make the cover. And then this, I just took regular lined paper, folded it like an accordion to the right width. Where's my ruler? So the paper is 1 3/4. And the cardboard is a 2-inch. So that's 2 inches wide. This one I did 1 3/4. So I just folded it like an accordion. And then I cut it with my paper cutter on the fold. Actually, you know what? I think I did it at 2 inches, and then I just trimmed the folds. Or you can just cut it at 1 3/4 too. It's just that paper is really thin, and so when you have the sliding cutter, it doesn't cut as well unless you have multiple layers. Like, it needs to be more paper there. But anyway, so I just cut it, and I have a whole bunch, and I folded it because you can see on this side, see, this side has the red line. There's the red line. There's the red line. And then, you know, the red line's there, and then these don't, this one doesn't even have a red line. So, oh, it's on the inside, that's why. But yeah, just play around with it. You can fold the paper like the width being 8.5, and then the vertical is 11. You could just fold it from the vertical going down, and then just cut. I don't know. You just play around with it. But I just used regular lined paper. And then I decorated it. I put washi tape on the top. Actually, I did the washi tape, yeah, all on the whole thing, inside and outside. Then I took a stapler and I stapled in the papers. So the papers are stapled in. And then to cover the staples, which were on top of the washi, I then put these glittery stuff. Now here I can put a focal point. Here I can put a word just to decorate it. Now, when you don't have one that has the fold, I'm like, I wonder if I could make it without. Well, then I had this prototype. Now this is one of these tags, George, that's Walmart. But on one of them, I took, see how it's perforated and you have a price tag? Well, I folded this and then removed it. So the back one is this one. See, the exact same size. It's this one. And then this one is the same thing, but it's, I moved the perforation. So then it becomes shorter. See, it's the same size. So then I decorated each card. That's a blue, but this is a different blue. This one has a butterfly. This one didn't. It was just flowers. And then blue and white polka dot. And then I put a neutral on the back. And then I did the papers. These I did blank papers. And then again, you stapled them in. This one, I did not put the washi tape before. I did it after. So I stapled it. Then I put the washi tape on to cover up the staple. Now, right here, I don't know if you can tell, but you can tell the back side is a little longer than the front side. And then I just folded it over and then I cut it. But I didn't realize, I thought I had it pretty even, but it's not. But that doesn't matter. And then the top part, I just squeezed it. I added some art glitter glue. See, it's actually still separating. See? Now, what I might end up doing is just cutting this off. I had stuck art glitter glue in there because washi tape's not that great. And so I put art glitter glue and then squeezed it together, but it's not holding. So I may just take an X-Acto knife and just cut that off. But the only thing what I didn't like about that is then you see the cardboard. I guess I could take my distressed ink and ink it up in black, the smoky black or whatever the black is called, And then that way, see there's a bump there? You can feel the staple that's in here. But anyways, and then I added that to it. And then I put a piece of washi tape with the word love. And there you go. So I just wanted to show you that. This gave me the idea. Once I did this, I had the idea, oh, I can do maybe this way. So, and then even if you wanted to, you could just cut a strip. How long is this? So that is, let's say 3.5 inches. And then this one is 2 3/4. So that would be like 6 1/4, a half and 3/4 would leave a quarter. Yeah. So that would be like 6 1/4 inch. So, or even a 6 by 6. You could take a strip of a 6 by 6 and cut off like, what is it, 2 inch? Yeah, 1 3/4. So you could cut the 1 3/4 off of the 6 inch 6 by 6. And then when you go to fold it, don't fold it in the middle. Make one side longer than the other. And then, you know, if it's one-sided, you just decorate the other side. And you can make it with a strip of 6 by 6, right? So, yeah, I just wanted to show you those from these tickets, you know, which you get free with your clothing anyways. So, all right. So that was one thing I wanted to show you. Another thing I'm testing out, I bought a juice jug with the lid from Amazon, Walmart, because I want to make, I don't like filtered water that you, like the Zero water or Brita water or anything like that. Those filters I find has a funny taste to it. So what I want to do is put like sliced cucumber or a sprig of mint or some lemon or something like that, like a slight hint of flavor to my water. But I need a jug with a lid so the smells in the fridge don't mix and mingle, and for the fridge. So then when I remove the label off of it, I'm like, wait a minute, it's sticky. So I started thinking, well, how can I preserve that sticker? Whenever you buy something plastic, it has these stickers on it. How can I preserve it? And then in the future, I can make it into a sticker and use it in my journals. So I'm just testing out this theory right now. This is wax paper, and it does peel off, and it does still feel sticky. So I'm just testing out the theory. If it works with wax paper, then I'll start saving my stickers, and then whenever I want to make a sticker, you know, like you can put cut it into, let's say, a strip, put a background on it, and then put a word on it. Or, you know, like you want to, you know, you fussy cut a butterfly. Well, then you can fussy cut through the wax paper, put the butterfly on here, make sure it sticks well because this is a shiny surface. And then you can fussy cut out the butterfly and it becomes a sticker, a homemade sticker that doesn't cost anything, right? Other than the initial butterfly. So I'm testing this theory out. So I'll let you know how that goes. Another thing, I guess some companies actually are trying to get away from plastics. I'm talking about registries. This one is from AMA Insurance. This is what they now give you when you you renew your license or you have your registration or whatever. This is what they give you now. It's no longer those plastic sleeves. I guess some places do and some places don't. But I looked at it when my boyfriend brought it home. I'm like, wait a minute. This would be perfect idea for in your journal. Granted, this is pretty thick. To cover it will make it even thicker. And as it is, it's really stiff when you fold it. See, it's starting to crack. But if you took a 6 by 6 piece of paper, so that's 4.5. And that's just a little more than 6 inch. So you could take a 6x6, fold up the bottom, do the cut the corner. You know what I mean? You could decorate the inside or not. And then you can just stick it in a pocket in a journal. So that gave me another idea. So I'm going to make some of these. We'll do it on a video in the new year. And I'm just going to stick it here or even here. So I don't forget I want to do that. And then the sticker thing I want to do too. And then the last thing I wanted to share. Oh, no, wait a minute. Before I do that. I'm not going to show you what it is just in case my daughters are watching. But what I do, oh, wrong side. What I do is, you know how you get these packages from Amazon? If you have a present that when they go to feel it, it's obvious what it is, put it in an Amazon bubble wrap. It's a bubble wrap. And then you can even stick in, I have some foam stuff too. Where did I put the foam stuff? I know I kept it and I tossed it somewhere because I didn't want to deal with it right now. But there's that foam that some companies will put in to protect an item from being tossed around. It's just a thin sheet of foam, but it's like maybe 2 millimeters thick, 1 millimeter thick. It's like a cardstock, maybe a little thicker than cardstock. You could just fold it a few times and stick it down the middle. Like anything to distort the shape of what the item is so they can't figure out. If they go to feel, there's no way they're going to know what's in it. So I just wanted to mention that. You could even use cardstock like this. Now for this item it's not going to work. I tried, as you can see there's a fold in it. But you could wrap this around the item too on the obvious part. And then when they go to feel it, you can't tell what it is, right? So distort in the packaging what the item is. You know what I mean? I could put another piece of bubble wrap in here. Like I have these pieces of bubble wrap. I could just put another piece in. And there. Now they're starting to think, oh, what is that? You can't tell what it is. And I'm specifically talking, like, in this case, it's a spiral binding. So, you know, just cardboard. Just perforated cardboard. If you have a whole sheet of it, you could stick that inside. Just to distort the shape or, you know, whatever, it's something round. You could put the cardstock in there. Put 2 layers on either side. And like if you buy them from the dollar store, they're cheap. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. And then I wanted to show you my journal. Remember this one? That was for this year. I had decorated it. Whoops. Oh, I did cover up the password. Okay. And then I added some paper to it. And I decorated the back, the binding, and then I binded it instead of using the staples that came with it. And this is the free one that we get in the mail from Remax. So yeah, if I ever go into buying and selling houses, I definitely will think of Remax, but I rent, I don't own. So yeah, anyway, so that's the one I did for this year. And then I started one for next year. So I mentioned this cover. I put on this cover. It is slightly warped because I used white tacky glue. Now, I diluted my tacky glue, not realizing that's a bad thing to do. Don't ever dilute it. But also, just regular school glue would do this too because it has more moisture. So when you do glue on your cover, Also, this one, I glued it back down, so I don't think it's going to come apart. But I had used Fabric Fix, thinking it's a really good glue. And this had actually separated. So I went with our glitter glue, and now it looks like it's, yeah, it may still, because don't forget, this is cardboard and this is cardboard, this one. So that might be why they were both stiff. But Fabric Fix really is more for fabric, and Art Glitter Glue is for shiny surfaces. Glue Stick is paper on paper. So I won't be diluting my tacky glue anymore. Tacky glue, I don't know. In my mind, it's similar to Mod Podge. I don't know that it is. I haven't found a good purpose for it, and I have 3 bottles of it. Back in the day, I used to buy them from the dollar store. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But it did warp it. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. So I did that. I don't know. Can you see the whole thing? Oh, I should put you a little higher. Oh, I hope it recorded the other stuff okay. There we go. Because I was holding it over here. I don't even know if you saw it. Uh-oh, I may have to re-record this. But anyway, so then I did this. And I put a strip of material with the shiny, transparent one over top. Now this one I used fabric glue. This one I used Art Glitter Glue. Stuck in an envelope. Did a little paper punch. This still needs to be covered. It's a work in progress. I don't know if you can see, but on the very top there, I did a border punch, but I only did like two punches. This one too. I don't know, it's a different pattern one. I don't know if you can see that. So I did this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, all the way through. I also stapled on some ribbon up here. You can always cover up the staple with a gemstone. I put in these papers. Ah. I stuck in these papers. Now what I did with the punch is I did different settings. So the very back one, I used the 4 mil. The medium one, I used the 7 mil. And the front one, I used the bigger one, the 10 mil. So that they were gradual. But I don't think that's enough of a difference. Like, I guess, yeah, if you pick them all up and then go like this and then go like that, it would work. I don't know. I'm still thinking on that, whether I want to do it that way or some other way. But that's an idea too. I only did it on the first one. I didn't do it on any of the others yet. What else did I do? I did add in 3 pages per month, just in case there's other things I want to scribble. I also have the notes on the side. I just would rather have more than not enough. And then in the middle, I did the binding, but this time I used more string. On this one, if you go to the middle, no, can't do that. Hold on. Anyways, on this one, I only used 4 threads. 3. Actually, it's 3. There's pink. No, there's 4. There's green too. So there's blue, green, pink, and yellow. On this one, I added a purple in it. So this is 5 strands. There's a green in there too. This one is 5 strands. And this one was only 4 strands. So it definitely makes a difference. And then this time, instead of just tying it off or have it as a dangle, I decided to wrap it. Well, it made this very thick. So I don't know if I like that idea. Also, the fact that I put more pages in each month, this now sticks out, which I don't care. But on this one, it didn't stick out. And you know what? It is very straight. I think I actually cut this. I took my ruler, my long ruler like this, and I took the knife and I cut it so it was all even. This year I'm not doing that because it really doesn't matter. It's just for me to document my stuff, right? My views and subscribers and top videos. And here I mark when I posted a video or when I recorded a video. So it's only for me, stuff I need. And then here's the other half of the envelope. And on this one, I did this picture and I put a strip of washi. And then again, I did a punch, a half a punch or a third of a punch. So now I can stick papers in there, right? So if I wanted to, I could put this sticker in there. I could put this thing in there. You know what I mean? And yeah. And then this is the back. And I use the same washi for the binding because I find that type of washi is really good, like sticking to stick. I did not have to put a glue stick. It really sticks well. So I just wanted to show you. I did that the other night. Took me about 4 hours to do up to this. Now I still want to decorate it further because I have this. I was thinking of maybe using my distressed ink you know, maybe going over it so it shows more. And then I was thinking I could put like a bumblebee, ladybug, butterfly, something like that, maybe over here. Do I want to cover this? You know what I mean? Like, and then December, as you know, I'm not using this because I have it in the other book. So I was thinking, well, maybe for December, I could put a different colored stickies on here. Like a post-it note, but they're smaller. I don't know where they are right now. Or even I could cut pieces of paper too. And then each one, maybe even do it like a scallop circle and just put that on each one like a bubble. Even down here I could do it. So, yeah, I wanted to, and then this, remember I wanted to cover it and put a pocket here. I could put a pocket along here too, and this is the background. And then on the back, this is for 2025, so you can look ahead. I want to keep that. Home staging, I don't really need home staging. Equivalents I would like to keep. This I don't. And you know what? I even have an app on my phone to convert things, so I don't really need that. So yeah, just that's what I've done so far. I do want to add, you know, like this is the outdoors. So I was thinking maybe I can put like a little ladybug on the bottom on the leg. And then maybe a butterfly up in the tree. Like I want to emphasize this more. I love this garden thing. I would love to be sitting there having my morning coffee. And this is really pretty. So anyways, there you go. That's everything. I will be back next week for one day. So in the meantime, have a very Merry Christmas. And I hope everybody has a joyful Christmas day with the family. If that is what you choose to do, which I think most of us will be doing that. We are going to my youngest daughter's for Christmas. And have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for, you know, visiting and supporting me. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas day. And I will see you next week. I will do one video. I don't know if it's going to be a journal making video or a chat with me, or I don't know what it's going to be. Remember, come January, we start looking at seeds and planting the garden. That'll be January, along with my journaling. I will journal probably all the way until May, June, somewhere in there, depending on the weather. So, take care, everybody. Remember to do what makes you happy, and everything else will fall into place. Merry Christmas, and I will see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.